and we will go and have again once more our Spitfire audio, and I will use the untuned percussion in order to have some crash sounds. So I duplicate again my timpani. This will be crash, orchestral cymbals. We have already our reverb. This is the reason I make all this time the duplications. And our crash cymbal will be at the beginning, at the half, and at the end of the song. One hit every time. But let's choose it first. We have the timpani and attuned percussion. Let's find where are the notes we have to play. It's F. This is a nice gong, and we can begin with this sound. We'll start with the gong. At the half we have this crash cymbal. And at the end we have this crash cymbal. So let's go close this one. As we said, we must arm up this one. We must arm it, and let's record. That was it. We have a few channels, but a full sound. Let's have a small parenthesis here. You see I use play stop with my controller here. Such a controller is very useful if you play with a DAW in order to have all the buttons easier to your hand and not every time trying to point with the mouse. So I have stop, I have play, I have recording. I can go back and forth in my timeline. And also if I have the console view here, I can choose whatever track I want and have and go to the next track and make a mixing fast and easy. These MIDI controllers are very useful if you make music and make your life easier. The parenthesis is closing, and let's go to our next part of this process, that is playing over this chord progression. As I have told you, we have three basic chords here, the basic chords of A minor scale, and the chords are A minor, D minor, and E7. We have to have the chord notes in our mind, and every time we try to make some nice movements in order to have a nice melody. Let's take a new sound. Here was the Udo player. Let's write this, I forgot it. Let's duplicate the Udo. Okay. I want sound player again. And I will take it out from here, remove, and I will use the free grand piano from Orchestral tools. So let's load it. I will take up. The good thing with duplicating the tracks is that every time you have also the reverb that we use. You have not to choose it every time in order to have a reverb inside your sound. So we have here piano. Okay, I will use my sustain pedal also. Yeah, this is the reason I look down. Okay, let's try and have some fun with this chord progression. The first times I will try to show you how to have the chord notes in your mind. At first, the positioning and the chords, and slowly we start making melodies. Let's see what we can do. This is really a very creative process. You need to do this because with this process you will learn how to use the notes and play nice melodies. But as you understand, this process takes time. It needs patience, it needs persistence, it needs very much to hear what you do, to recognize if you play nice, and if you play something nice, you must see what was this nice thing you played. And if you play something that is not nice, is wrong, also you must observe this. Because with these observations, every time you will make something like a repertoire of nice melodic moves. And this will be the material you will use in order to make your own music. Our next step is like we did at the previous lecture we had, and we will make some transpositions of our music. Let's do the same thing as I did to my previous lecture, and I will go 2 semitones up, 1 tone up, and then 1 tone down from A. I will go to B minor scale or G minor scale. So I have here the contrabass. I will transpose it. It's okay to transpose it. I will transpose the timpani. Okay, I will choose this also with control. I won't transpose the crash. I will transpose the horns, and we will wait a bit to transpose the orchestra because we must transpose only few of the notes, not all the notes of what we played before. Because as you remember, the lowest notes, these large lines, were the picking of the kind of major or minor chord. So if we transpose these, we will lose the right chords. We have wrong sounds. So the transposition will be different here. We have the basses, we have the timpani, and we have the horns. I will take them process, transpose, and I will take them 2 semitones up. Okay, now I will go into the piano roll here, and I will make smaller in order to see all the notes. We must choose only the upper notes in order to make a transposition. I'm in the piano roll. Here are the notes that I must not transpose because these are the kinds of chords, C0 and C sharp. The way is this: we have to press the middle mouse button in order to have our tools, and take this one and choose the notes you want, and go to process, transpose, and that was it. Let's have a listen in order to be sure that we did it right. Yes, that's right. We did it right. I will do the same process. At first, I will play for you the chords that will be in close positions and in inversions in order to have them in your mind. Your left hand can help very much your right hand because these notes that your left hand plays are the notes that your right hand will use most. I'll play at first some chords in order to see them and have them in your mind, and then I will try to play some melodies. Let's go. I must choose the right. We'll do the same process now in order to go to G minor scale. We are in B minor, so we'll go down 4 semitones, and I will choose my tracks. The first one will be the contrabass. As you remember, we don't take the orchestra staccato, we will take the timpani, and we will take the horns. And we'll go to process, transpose, and we'll go to -4 semitones, and this is ready. And we will go to the orchestral staccato, middle mouse button. We have to be sure that we have this tool selected. We will select all these and note the down notes, and we do the process of transposition, -4 semitones, and we are ready. Let's see if we are right. Let's have this time from the beginning my piano. Okay, so I will do the same process. At first I will play the chords to see them, and then I will start making some melodies. Of course, as you understand, I do only 3 scales in order to have some economy in the time. But of course, you can play in all the scales, and this is what I would suggest to you, because when you play in all the scales, you will be much better in making melodies later, because there are many chords and many notes and many different combinations of playing. So you have already made this arrangement with me together, we made it together, so you can use the transposition tool in order to go and play and improvise and experiment to other scales also. Let's see now G minor scale. Of course, there will be every time some mistakes. When you make a project for other people, all the mistakes you can play again and make them right, but also you can edit whatever you play and make right all the mistakes. The better thing, I believe, is playing again, because playing is giving life to music. If everything is by programming music and not playing live, will remove the life of the music you play. So it's important to play the music. Programming is useful. Sometimes, of course, it's needed, but playing is very, very, very important. And this is the reason I told you that you must go to other scales and play, because this will improve very much your playing.